Hello friends, today I have here a Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. The problem on this Galaxy is the charging port. Now if you see it clear, so the charging port is broken inside here. So today I'm going to show you how to do the micro soldering and replace this charging port. Alright, so to do this job, this machine here, this machine has has a heat gun and also has a solder tip, and we can turn on from here, turn off. This is the hot air, this is the solder tip, and you can adjust it from here, the heat and the air, and the same thing for these things here. This is the view from the top. Okay, so I will need this machine here, and also I will need some other tools. We need a solder paste, and they call it also solder flux, and we will need the solder, this wire, and we will need a solder wick. This is useful for desoldering or cleaning the place where we're gonna solder the new charging port. And also I need this holder to hold the motherboard while I'm doing soldering. And I will need a Phillips screwdriver, IC semi, guitar picks, tweezers, and also I will need a new charging port. I have it right here. Alright guys, so let's start. I'm gonna push all this stuff to the back, and the first thing we're gonna do, I will open the phone. So to open the phone, take the back cover off and take the battery, take out the SIM card and memory card. I already did. And here on the back of the phone we have 9 screws. By the way, I already took them off. They are right here, just to save some time. Alright, so once you took the screws off, you're gonna use this guitar pick and you will insert it. Exactly right here. Push a little bit hard using your finger. You push from here, you push inside. With the fingers you push inside, and with this guitar pick you're gonna try to separate the frame and push outside. So the back fingers, they are pushing inside, and this is pushing outside. And if you feel like it's hard, you can use a heat gun and heat up the face of the phone before you start. It's a little bit hard, yeah, but I think I can get it without any heat gun. And make sure don't miss any screw in the back, because if you do, it's gonna start, you may break the screen or you may do any other damage. Try not to insert this thing the other way, and try to wiggle this way. Always push outside. Alright, so yeah, so once you open it like this, you have this part here stuck in this place. You're gonna use something strong like this tweezer, and you're just gonna release it from here. And make sure don't put this all the way inside. Okay, it's released. And I feel like I missed something here, but it's okay. Alright, so the back cover is out. It's very hard, so try to use the heat gun, heat the face, because this screen has a glue in these corners and on these edges here, and it's glued to these edges here. So when you use the heat, you activate the adhesive and you make it easy to remove or to separate. Alright, so now we have the motherboard right here. We're gonna open all the cables, disconnect all the cables that are on top of the motherboard. I disconnect the screen, the front facing camera, the earpiece, and that's it. Yeah, and once I disconnect that cables, I will just grab the motherboard from here and just move it a little bit and release it from this place. I have another cable right here. Okay, I took all the cables out. So this thing, we don't need it for the moment. We will put it aside. And now we will need this thing. So put these tools right here. And now I will place the motherboard on this holder. By the way, this is the charging port that we will fix. And now I'm just gonna place this thing right here. Okay, so the motherboard is like holded here. Okay, so now next step, I will use the heat gun and I will heat up this charging port till I melt the solder which is like holding it to the motherboard. And while I'm heating it up, I will grab this charging port like this, and I'm not gonna use any force. I'm just gonna grab it like this and keep heating up it, and at the end it should come easy. Alright, so I'm just gonna like keep like heating up this way. Let me zoom on it first to give you like a clear view. I hope this is like enough. And once the solder melted, the charging port gonna like come off easy. As you see, it's very easy. Alright, so now I will put this heat gun on its place and I will throw the other charging port. So now the next thing I'm gonna do, I will clean this place here. To clean this place, I will use, let me zoom, I will clean this place right here. And to clean this place, I will use the solder flux. I will apply some of it here, and I will use this solder wick. I will dip the solder wick here on this solder flux, and I will use, why I clean, by the way, this part here, because I have like holes. I have one hole here and another one here and another one here and another one here and the two more, one. So these holes must be open, and if they are not open, once I put the new charging port, it has like pins. This pin not gonna reach, the pins here, they're not gonna reach all the way to the motherboard. They're not gonna make a good connection with the motherboard. So, but once I open the holes there, all the prongs I have here, they will go inside the holes, and the pins which are responsible for the charge, the golden one, if you see them here, this one gonna make a good connection with the motherboard, so I can solder them easy. Alright, so let me clean this part here. I put this one on the top of the holes or the solder, and I just like pass it all over this place here. And once I see that this wire suck the solder which is like closing the holes, that's it. Okay, this is open, this is open, and I have one more here. Alright, so everything is open now. So if you see here all the holes, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So the holes are this one, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, this method, it works for all kind of charging ports, so you can solder any kind of charging ports the same method. So the next thing what I'm gonna do, I will put this charging port here. I will place it in its place and make sure it fits perfectly, and the prongs are going all the way in. as you see, the golden prongs are like touching on their connection point on the motherboard. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, the next thing, I will solder the 4 pins, the big ones. I will solder them one by one. So I will use the solder like this, and I will start soldering these pins. I start with this one, and I have another one right here, and another pin exactly right here, and the other one is right here. Alright, make sure that the pins are like soldered perfectly, as you see. So these big pins, I mean prongs, which are like holding on the motherboard, they must be like soldered very well, because when you plug the phone in charge, and if they are like weak, you're gonna break it quickly. Alright, so now I have to put like a solder on the pins inside in this place here, and this is the difficult part, because these 4 prongs here, they are just holding on the motherboard. They don't do anything, but the main ones for the charge and the data transfer are inside here. So I'm gonna use the heat gun, the tip, the solder gun, and they will just, with like a feather touch, I will try just to touch them and make sure they stick, just melt whatever left over from all the solder, and make sure the pins, they stay like separated, not touching each other at any way, because once they touch each other, it's gonna be a problem. They may like they may make short on the motherboard, and this will be a big problem. They may like cause the motherboard to start like overheating, or they may like burn the motherboard. Alright, so they are soldered. So what I'm gonna do now, I will open this and take the motherboard out from here, and I have the microphone right here in this corner, so I will put my finger on it. Let me zoom it a little bit back. Okay, so the microphone is this one. I will close it, because it has a small hole in the middle here. I will close this hole with my finger, and I will use the toothbrush and the alcohol. I forget to mention that I'm going to use the alcohol, and I will clean this part here. Alright, it's clean now. And now I'm gonna put the phone back together, and they will test it. Alright, so this is the motherboard as a final like look at it, if you see. So I will put the motherboard back here and connect everything. Alright, so before I'm just gonna put the battery. Before I put the phone all the way back together, I will just put the battery, and they have a charger here. I will plug it in charge and see if it's charging. Alright, so it starts charging now. Et voila, so it's 0%. I'm gonna like disconnect it and reconnect it one more time just to make sure. Okay, it starts charging. Alright, it's 0%. So that's it. Now I will finish putting the phone back together. I will just put this back. I will start from the bottom here. I will put this side where the charging port is first, this way, and make sure there is no gap here, and hold it and snap the other side. Just gently, don't use any force. If you feel like it's stuck or somewhere, try to adjust it. Okay, it seems like it's not closing, so I will start from the top side. Usually I tried both ways and see which one gonna work. So the top side works better. Alright, so I already place everything back together, and now I will put the screws. And once I finish putting the screws, I will come back to you. Alright, I put the screws back. So now what I'm going to do, I will put all the other components, the SIM card, the memory card, the battery, and the back cover. Alright guys, so yeah, that was the micro soldering for the charging port on Samsung Grand Prime. And guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the bottom hit the thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment area. I guarantee that I will take them in consideration as much as I can. And also don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and share this video with your friends. And thanks again for watching, and see you in the next video.